morning, September 7th, it's Saturday, second day of the 53rd annual Rhinebeck Jamboree. The weather today is a little nicer than it was yesterday. It's still on the cool side. There is a bit of a breeze, but we have a nice blue sky with a few scattered clouds here and there. And what breeze there is pretty much down the runway. It's quite a good crowd here. I checked with our registration guy this morning. He couldn't give me an exact number, but he said at least 80 to 100 pilots signed up. And today's the day we usually get a lot more pilots signing up. As you can see, the flight line is pretty well filled up. I got here early myself and I already had my flight for the day. I flew that little, comparatively speaking, it's a 50-inch wingspan, but that little SE5 right there is mine. Sitting next to my friend Charlie's third scale GB and his quarter scale Newport. Sal Cavagna's here. That's his fuselage. He'll be flying, I'm sure. Got Keith's half-scale Newport, which flies like a dream. That looks like a third-scale D7. There goes Mr. Bossa USA. There's Keith himself. Hi, Keith. Beautiful cub there. Is this cub third scale or half? 40%. Thought so. Clip wing. Flies great. I think these are half-scale. More French planes. The French parasol. I think they're the Sauniers, or maybe the Morniers. I don't know. Triplanes. The flight line. 6 flight stations. Yesterday, all 6 flight stations were going strong, and there were lines. There's Mr. Gavin. He's a well-known modeler. You can see in the background the tents go all the way down the line. Flight line's busy, and it's just after 9 a.m. Morning, Dave.
Morning, Rick.
Beautiful planes here. The theme of Rhinebeck is, hey. Alright, we're going to continue down the flight line here. This is a beautiful 1/3 scale Fokker D7, belongs to Bob Allen. And I don't know if this will come through or not, but if you can see inside the cowl there's a belt drive. Got a huge prop being driven by a G62. It really flies nicely in scale. Bob and Ron Preston have been flying this SE5 for as long as I've known them, and that's been a while. Some smaller planes. There's a lovely, this is Ken Hall's Fokker D8, which was crashed and he rebuilt. A couple of Taubes. Sopwith pup. And as you can see, the line goes on and on and on. I'm not going to walk all the way down there. I'm going to walk out a little bit and do a little zoom. Yes, the end of the flight line is ways down. It's probably 80 yards from where I'm standing to the end of the flight line. Tents there. See the flags blowing. We got a little bit of a breeze and it's pretty much down the runway. Down at the far end of the field, there's a full-scale Stearman. Looks like a Navy SNJ type. You can see the Sopwith parked on the hill there. That was flown yesterday, and we expected to take part in the show today. And when I got here this morning, ooh, I don't know if you can see it, but that is one beautiful Waco biplane. Sal Cavagna taken to the air for the first time in the Jamboree. Off in the distance, third scale D8, third scale Sopwith pup. They've been flying in formation. I'm pretty sure the pilots are Adam Lilly on the pup and Ken Hall on the D8. The D8 touches down and Sopwith flies off triumphant. We got the full-scale flight line at old Rhinebeck here. That's a beautiful Great Lakes. Right here, I'm standing right in front of this beautiful Navy SNJ Boeing Stearman. the background is an antique car running. Right alongside the Stearman is a replica of the Ryan aircraft, the Spirit of St. Louis. I'd say we have a good chance of seeing this airplane fly today. There's a beautiful yellow biplane over there. It looks like it might be a fleet. And there's a German albatross out behind it. You could take it up in a C-5A and throw it out. It'll fly for a little while. There's a Curtis Jr. Beautiful replica Spad. Further up the hill, gorgeous Jenny. Something new they're doing this year. They've lined up all of these smaller models. They call it the 1/6 scale lineup. I'm not sure if there's actually going to be a prize or not, but it just shows to go you don't have to be in giants to have a beautiful model. The detail on these is exquisite. The paint jobs are beautiful. The linkages. Look at this little Newport. Look at the camel paint on that. Most of these are probably electric. There could well be some glow models here. See that Pioneer job right there. There's a DH2 pusher. Alrighty everybody, we're at the beginning of the full-scale air show. And they usually start off the full-scale air show with some radio control models on Jamboree weekend. They call this the Flight of the Threes because they put up a bunch of third-scale models. There are 6 in the air at this point. Yeah, here comes a Sopwith pup with smoke flying low over the airfield. Modeled after the original triplane that Cole Palin built from scratch. They call it When Pigs Fly. It was reported that that's what Cole Palin's wife said when he told her he was going to build and fly a triplane. She said, "You'll fly that triplane when pigs fly." And he painted a pig's butt on the side of it.
Oh, listen again. Listen, I heard you're finished. The kid showed up. The kid here from the
That's it for the Flight of the Threes. The full-scale air show's getting ready to kick off. They're going to take these 2 planes up pretty soon, I think. There's air under his wheels. No? Yes? There's air. All right. That's a lot of air. All right. There's air. He's off the ground.
Very close.
They made it over it. Watch out, he's drifting this way. Look at that, he's up in the air. Here comes the Curtis Jennings. What a pretty airplane. That was a Southwest pup, and here comes the Spad.
Parked in the corner. Look at the uniform.
Here comes the Spirit of St. Louis. He shut his motor down. Hub is landed. Short flight. The Spat is still flying. Back in the background there we have the Spirit of St. Louis running up its engine. I think we're going to get a flight from that. Nice. Oh, do it again. I didn't get that.